Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Happy Tuesday. My name is Steve,
And I'm Scott.
and together we're Backyard Musings, Science and Technology Channel.
Yep, and we're talking about another health topic today, Crohn's disease. For anybody that knows somebody or suffers from that themselves, it's pretty tough. So hopefully this will give you some hope, and we hope you had a good President's Day yesterday.
Okay, simply changing when you eat, not how much, may significantly calm Crohn's disease symptoms and inflammation. A new randomized controlled trial funded by Crohn's and Colitis Foundation reports that time restricted feeding, a type of intermittent fasting, led to meaningful improvements in Crohn's disease symptoms and inflammation among adults who also were overweight or obesity. So kind of like intermittent fasting, kind of like
Yep.
led by researchers at the University of Calgary, the study found that limiting daily eating to an 8-hour window reduced overall disease activity by 40% and cut abdominal discomfort by half within 12 weeks, compared with participants who followed their usual eating routine. Would you like to know more?
Okay, people assigned to intermittent fasting lost an average of about 5.5 pounds over the study period, while those in the comparison group gained roughly a little over 3.5 pounds. Blood tests also showed improvements tied to inflammation and immune function, including lower levels of leptin and PAI-1, even though participants were not instructed to reduce calories or change what they ate. So just reducing the quantity. That's it, right?
Well,
And intermittent fasting.
Well, I don't know. They didn't reduce calories. They just had an 8-hour window. Remember? So
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying they reduce the amount of food consumption. Maybe that the isn't that what it said? Not
it said
or how often you eat. Oh, it's how often with the intermittent
the
fasting.
study found that limiting daily eating to an 8-hour window, so they ate whatever they'd eat in that 24 hours in that 8-hour window. So no snacking, definitely.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah,
That would be tough for me. That would be tough for me to get three squares in 8 hours. That's just not.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like Ramadan. They can only eat during non-daylight hours during the month of Ramadan.
Non-daylight. Wow.
Yeah, like sundown. They have to fast from sun up to sundown when they're fasting, and then so they'll eat after the sun goes down. They'll eat, then they'll wake up in the middle of the night and they'll eat, and then just before the sun comes up, they'll have breakfast.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
And that's a period of time, right? That's not just
30
one
days.
day.
30
How many days?
Well, it's approximately 30. It's when the moon becomes full, and then the next time it becomes full or something like that, or a new moon to new moon.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. Several clerics have to agree on, okay, Ramadan starts now, and then they push the word out.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. The findings were published February 9th, 2026 in Gastroenterology. Researchers emphasize that people with IBD, irritable bowel disorder, should consult their healthcare team before making changes to eating patterns to determine whether intermittent fasting is a safe and appropriate option.
Time-restricted feeding means eating all meals within a defined 8-hour period each day and fasting for the remaining 16 hours. The 12-week randomized trial followed 35 adults with Crohn's disease who were living with obesity or they were overweight. Of those participants, 20 followed the TRF schedule, and 15 continued with their regular diet. Researchers evaluated disease activity, inflammation, and body composition at the beginning and at the end of the study.
Quote, this study shows that while weight loss is an important outcome in people with overweight and Crohn's disease, time-restricted feeding offers additional benefits beyond just the scale, said Maitreyi Raman, medical doctor, associate professor of medicine at the University of Calgary, the study's senior author. Continuing the quote, we saw meaningful improvements in disease symptoms, reduced abdominal discomfort, favorable shifts in metabolism and inflammation, and promising changes in gut bacteria, all suggesting that intermittent fasting may help patients maintain lasting remission from Crohn's disease.
I wonder if it would help everybody.
Yeah.
This research was funded by Crohn's Colitis Foundation, Litwin IBD Pioneers Grant. I don't know if I need to read the ID number, do I? And Imagine Network, which is the University of Calgary. Time restricted feeding is showing real promise as a new way to help people with Crohn's disease manage not only their symptoms, but also their overall health. That's a good thing. And that's according to Andres Lorenzo Hurtado, PhD, Senior Vice President of Translational Research and IBD Ventures at the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Going on with the quote, this research suggests that changing when we eat, not just what we eat, can improve metabolism, help the immune system work better, and support long-term remission from Crohn's disease. We are excited to support studies like this, but put patients at the center of new solutions and encourage more research to make these benefits last for everybody or everyone living with IBD. Okay.
So I think this is new. We've heard about the intermittent fasting, like you eat, then you fast for so long, then you eat and fast and eat and fast. But this is like fasting or eating in a certain window, like you do your breakfast right at the opening of the window, maybe lunch in the middle, and dinner at the end of that 8-hour window. And it definitely cuts out snacking, right? Because you're fasting those other 16 hours.
Yeah.
This is really interesting, Scott. I've never seen this before.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna need to have some willpower on this, I would think.
Yeah, I'll take this one. But I mean, if you're sleeping 8-9 hours out of that 16, it's a little bit easier, right?
Yeah, well, and when we're talking about fasting, are we talking about all consumption? So no drinking, right? You drink during breakfast, you drink during...
I don't. It's a good point. Does that include drinking?
Yeah.
Certainly not drinking alcohols or coffees or sodas. Water. Does it cut out water?
Well, when you fast, right?
Interesting. All right, quote, people with Crohn's disease often look for practical tools to support their health alongside medication, said Natasha Haskey, PhD, RD, what's that, registered doctor? I don't know. Research associate at the University of British Columbia and lead investigator in the study. Continuing her quote, our research suggests time-restricted eating may be a sustainable option grounded in biology, offering patients more ways to manage their own wellness.
Beyond symptom relief, the study found notable reductions in harmful visceral fat and key inflammatory signals at the blood among participants who practiced intermittent fasting. Because those both groups consumed similar foods and comparable amounts of calories, the researchers concluded that these improvements were not driven by diet quality or calorie reduction alone. Instead, the timing of meals itself appears to play an important role in digestive and immune health. I could see that.
Yeah. While the results are encouraging, the researchers caution that larger studies are still needed, give me your money, to better understand the long-term safety and effectiveness of time-restricted feeding for broader groups of people living with irritable bowel disorder.
I could see where your body would get used to the timing of the day of eating. So if you're normally eating at 8 o'clock and then all of a sudden you switch to 10, a couple of days out of the week, I could see where your body would get thrown off. Same with the rest of the meals throughout the day. So anyway.
So if you're eating at 8, your last meal is around 3:45. Take you 15 minutes to just shove it down.
And that's pretty early, right? Unless you're going to bed at 5 o'clock.
My old neighbor, they all like clockwork. He wanted his food at 5 o'clock every day, or he got hangry.
Well, I will say that I've read a lot of stuff that says that it's better to eat your last meal of the day earlier than later. So 5 o'clock, maximum 5:30, and then I guess I don't know about snacking, but it's tough to go from 5:30 until you wake up the next day at, I don't know, what time did he wake up? 6 o'clock in the morning? Was he?
Yeah, he probably woke up at 6. 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a typical trait of older people, right? They go to bed late or earlier. They get up earlier. They obviously eat. Some people don't eat. I mean, when I was driving a school bus, I had to be in my bus at 5:15 in the morning. And then when I got home about 8:30, 9 o'clock from the first run, I would eat something. But if I ate something before I went to work, oh my, yeah, it wasn't good. It was not good. So, but yeah, it's something you just get used to. But I enjoyed the getting up early, but it meant going to bed early. In bed 8:30. So that means you're not eating late, but which is good, I guess, for your body. So I would try this. I mean, I don't think I have Crohn's, but I would
But if it could help with weight reduction and gut bacteria and metabolism's a big thing.
Right. And then again, the other thing, tying this in with like diabetes or something like that, they say that the worst thing you can do is eat and then sink into an easy chair or a couch or go like, need it. I remember going to a class one time that said, if you have diabetes, if you're going to eat, you got to move after you eat. Get up, walk around a little bit, take a walk. But anyway, so yeah, this sounds like a promising study. So.
All right, folks, thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the afternoon.
See you later. Thank you.